The Human Planet: How We Created the Anthropocene, by Simon L. Lewis and Mark A. Maslin. Read by Roy McMillan. This book is the product of two scientists attempting to make sense of the question, why is the world like it is today? But the spark was a much narrower question. Back in 2012, one of us, Simon, was worrying about the enormous changes humans have wrought on the planet, while looking at a graph of the ever-rising amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere after the Industrial Revolution. A kind of epiphany occurred. The beginning of a new epoch, the Anthropocene, cannot be pinned on carbon dioxide emissions following the Industrial Revolution, as usually argued, since this goes against the basic scientific definition of a geological epoch. Unsure, Simon walked down the corridor to see Mark, who had trained as a marine geologist under the late great stratigraphy expert Nick Shackleton, for a much-needed second opinion. He concurred. And so began our collaboration. We wrote to the leading science journal Nature, asking to write an overarching review of the evidence with which to define the Anthropocene, which seemed to be missing from the scientific literature. They agreed, and in 2015 our paper featured on the front cover, gaining worldwide media coverage. Following this, we were asked if we might write a more general book on the Anthropocene, what it is and what it means for the future of humanity and life on Earth. This is our attempt, having received a great deal of help along the way. Introduction. The meaning of the Anthropocene. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. Aristotle. Nicomachean Ethics, circa 350 BC. The conquest of the earth is not a pretty thing when you look into it. Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness, 1899. If you compressed the whole of Earth's unimaginably long history into a single day, the first humans that looked like us would appear at less than 4 seconds to midnight. From our origins in Africa, we spread and settled on all the continents except Antarctica. Earth now supports 7.5 billion people living, on average, longer and physically healthier lives than at any time in our history. In this brief time, we have created a globally integrated network of cultures of immense power. On this journey, we have also exterminated wildlife, cleared forests, planted crops, domesticated animals, released pollution, created new species, and even delayed the next ice age. Although geologically recent, our presence has had a profound impact on our home planet. We humans are not just influencing the present. For the first time in Earth's 4.5 billion year history, a single species is increasingly dictating its future. In the past, meteorites, supervolcanoes, and the slow tectonic movements of the continents radically altered the climate of Earth and the life forms that populate it. Now, there is a new force of nature changing Earth. Homo sapiens, the so-called wise people. The influence of human action is more profound than many of us realize. Globally, human activities move more soil, rock, and sediment each year than is transported by all other natural processes combined. The total amount of concrete ever produced by humans is enough to cover the entire Earth's surface with a layer 2 millimeters thick. We have manufactured so much plastic that it has made its way as tiny fibers into almost all of the water we drink. We are disrupting the global cycling of the elements necessary for life. Factories and farming remove as much nitrogen from the atmosphere as all Earth's natural processes do. Since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, we have released 2.2 trillion metric tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, increasing levels by 44%. This is acidifying the world's oceans and raising the Earth's temperature. We are also directly changing life on Earth. Today there are about 3 trillion trees on Earth, down from 6 trillion at the dawn of agriculture. This farmland annually produces 4.8.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?